My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Arachir Galadirth, the head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on as the remnants of Angmar, as we close in on our victory conditions to kill Bree, to kill the Northern Dunedain, and to kill Linden. It's all going rather well. The Northern Dunedain only have that castle just there, and Bree only have the town just there, which is their capital, Michael Delving, the town of Undertowers, where their faction leader is, and the town of Garth Helagoth, which is a castle. So it's all coming along quite nicely. However, in the last episode, of course, we were heavily beaten back at either Michael Delving. Was it Michael Delving? I think it was Michael Delving. I can't remember. Yeah, Michael Delving, wasn't it? Because we won in Hobbiton. So we were heavily beaten back. So I've had to pull forces together from Bree, which leaves it reasonably undefended. But we will attack Garth Helagoth straight away rather than siege them out. So in we go. Captain Oswin gets 1 unit of Westron defenders, and otherwise this is a very straightforward win for us. So very good news indeed. Right, regarding the poll in the last episode, many of you unfortunately didn't read the poll. Despite, and took what I said in the video as, well, basically, I asked those questions in the video, should we remove canned? But then by the time I then even came to add the poll to the back, to the video, so after it had been uploaded and processed by YouTube, we as a team had already then agreed we won't remove canned. So the poll was totally irrelevant. So then I left the poll there as purely just to find out if people actually play as canned. But lots of people then asked, like, please don't remove canned. Please don't remove canned. And I was like, guys, just read the poll. It even says, we will not remove canned. This decision has been made. They're in there. So if you wanted canned removed, then tough. Now, I, of course, went on and on and on about how I was very in favour of, oh, we should probably just go in with our weaker units, really, and keep these guys back if we need them. Yeah. You gentlemen go there. Drop your ladders. Just kind of stand there, I suppose. So, you take some ladders. You've got some ladders. And then you go on the ram. Because remember that they replenish. It's a bit of a dangerous game using your general, but it can pay off because they replenish. So no matter how many losses they take, it just does not matter. So they're a free unit, essentially. Everyone else stand behind. Right, so, as I was saying, so canned are going to stay. The reason mostly for this is, whilst, yes, I was very strongly in favour of removing them, the team and the beta testers were mostly split, 50-50. And the arguments put forward by Hummingbird and Racer as reasons as to why they should stay were reasonably compelling. And I found myself thinking, oh, I'm not as strongly in favour of removing them now. There were quite a few balance issues related to it. And as Hummingbird did say, Hummingbird's key point was basically that Harad and Rune don't need these rosters, don't need the Candish units. So it would just bloat their already substantial rosters. And I could see merit in that idea. So canned will stay, but we will, the third option on the poll, which not many people seem to get, Ithrun Lewin means blue wizards. So if I just left you with that, I imagine almost everyone would have voted for that now. So the plan at the moment, we're in talks, we're in discussion, in fact this very day, or yesterday, because you always watch this the day after I record it. Yesterday, the internet went down at my place of work, and that means we couldn't access our server where we do all our work, and I was left with 2 hours, 2.5-ish hours we had in the end, where I just couldn't do anything. So I opened up a notepad, which was the only thing I could use on my computer, and I wrote out my ideas for the Blue Wizards. And the general theme that the team is, because Hummingbird and Racer came up with an idea for the Blue Wizards before I added my thing for it. Although El Monstero, one of our lead testers, our most active tester, he initially started talks about the Blue Wizards and was like, come on, let's actually make this a thing. And but anyway, so Racer and Hummingbird put up their thoughts of what should happen, and then today I put up mine. So the Blue Wizards are likely to affect canned, and I don't want to say too much just yet until we've got more on paper, but the general principle is going to be that you are either going to side against the forces of evil, or you're going to stay loyal to them, and there will be benefits both ways.
It'll not be long before our enemy's defences fall.
But the difference with this one between the Bree and Darwinian like kind of choices, because again it is a sort of choice, the difference here is that you're not necessarily choosing a certain way to play the game, so elves versus humans or mercenaries versus Dunedain. This time you're choosing who to fight, and so your choice is either do you stay attacking the forces of good, and you get there are some things that you get for choosing that, or will you choose to backstab Mordor, Rune and Harad and go it alone? And we're throwing around some ideas at the moment related to this, and as I say, I don't want to say too much. I'm not going to like not say anything, because we will talk about it more as we become to develop it. But all I will say to you at the moment is that the Oricani dwarves are currently being considered in this, but I'm not going to tell you in any way how they're being considered. So that's where we're at the moment. The Bree choice is essentially in the game. It's just missing the... well, in fact, everything about the Bree choice that involves you having to do something is in the game. It's only now missing the fluff. So the text needs to be written and the UI images need to be added. So, but other than that, Bree is essentially done. The changes didn't take very long at all. And we're just left now. I say we. I am... although I'm always willing to take on assistance from others, but so far... oh, I don't know. I could probably get El Monstero to help, actually. El, do you want to be a bit more formal in your writing and join us as a writer? Because at the moment, I'm pretty much the only person that does writing. And with these new can changes and Bree changes, I'm a little overburdened. Now, additionally as well, talking about modding, somebody as well, I always talk about this even though only one person did it, but a gentleman did mention that in the past few videos I've talked more about the mod than what is actually happening in the videos. And I've kind of always felt like that's kind of the point, because there's Lionheart, Sapphire Phoenix, myself, Pixelated Apollo. There's 5 names off the top of my head. Was that 4 or 5? Lionheart, Pixelated Apollo, Sapphire Phoenix, and myself. So 4 names straight off the top of my head of big-ish, of big to middling YouTubers, with myself being the least popular of those 4, and Pixelated Apollo, of course, being the largest. All have covered Divide and Conquer. But none of them know anything about what's happening behind the scenes. They can't tell you any of our modding decisions. They can't tell you about why things happen in the game, because none of them can mod. And so that's kind of the point, I'm afraid. But anyway, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, I've totally forgotten. I was over here. We were looking at them all kind of dance on the top of the wall. Everyone's having a bit of a jig. And we were talking about Bree... text changes, UI changes, Hummingbird. Oh, those banister shots are killing up our bloody goblins. No one for you to actually shoot at, is there? Pay attention! No, totally forgotten. Totally forgotten what I was saying. And why I then changed to say... but I was talking about modding, and so, yeah, and the point of the channel is to essentially convey the modding changes.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Battle is very much in our favour. Victory is going to be ours. To right, sir. To right. Oh, I've left that box up in the middle there. I hate fighting on walls. It's so slow. Look at them just waiting to die. Buffoons. That. Why don't you just run in and get involved? No, you're archers. Why, if we're not going to use you at all, we might just run you away, rather than see you die. Now our general's taking some hits, but he's doing okay. He's in there somewhere. There he is. Yeah, he's not doing too badly. I can't believe the balance of forces is even. They're Breland militia. Oh, dodged that bit, didn't you, mate? Very close. My brain is desperate. Ah, got it. Europa Barbarum 2. Europa Barbarum 2 is a mod at the level above us. So you need kingdoms to play Europa Barbarum 2, but you need Third Age Total War to play Divide and Conquer. So we are a sub-mod. EB2 is a mod. And EB2, very, very graciously, we will send in some support. They allowed us to use their Wild Men town and village models, or their wild men models. Oh, blimey, the ballista are shooting us on the walls. And this got me thinking, what else in Europa Barbarum might we be able to potentially use? And now this is all subject to approval, and to get the Wildmen models, they convened some sort of meeting to discuss whether or not we could use them. So I don't think we would be able to just dip in, say, yep, we'll have that, use it, and dip out again. I think we will have to, they will probably be a bit tighter on what they give away. But El Monstero, again, one of our lead testers, he plays Europa Barbarum a lot, and he had a little fan through of what might be usable in Divide and Conquer. And so far, the things that we have come up with are thus. Now, this is all subject to Europa Barbarum's approval, but we potentially can take more battle maps of towns, because EB2 has towns that are like nomadic. Like, basically, they are ideal for Cand. They have yurts as a... they have yurts on the battle map, which is the kind of look we've gone for Cand. So they just work perfectly for Cand as battle maps. But additionally, they also have a ton of new vegetation. And now I'll say the same thing that I said to you, in that I don't actually know how to add vegetation to the game, but I've self-taught everything else, so I'm sure I could find out. Once you've got the core basics, everything is possible. Apart from unit modelling, you've really got to... That one you just have to be skilled at, I'm afraid, because it's basically just Photoshop. How good are you at Photoshop? And I'm not, so never going to be able to do that. But the other rest of it I can get. So vegetation I'm sure I can add, because it would just be a case of adding in files. So every type of tree, the grass, everything would be changed if they allow us to use their vegetation, which is nice because our vegetation's not particularly amazing and theirs just a bit more vivid, a bit more vibrant. So I'm all for that. Oh, one of our units actually ran away. Oh, and those Westron defenders have not died. So if we can kill the centre here... No, don't do that, don't do that. Try and keep them at the edge. Well, the only thing I'm thinking is if I don't attack them, yeah, they'll run right back to the city as soon as we get access.
We've lost control of the castle.
Don't worry, he'll get control back in a second. You guys now just need to keep them busy. Another thing that we might be able to take from EB2 is some of their sounds. So if I zoom in
command of the castle.
Now I did turn the in-game sound down a little while ago actually, so it'd be slightly different. But all of the current effects noises, so not them screaming. But they're like metal on metal noises and all of that. That could all be taken from EB2, where they've created new and more interesting and livelier sounds. So we might be able to take some of them as well. Which would also be very cool. 123, 106. Oh, the general got the most. Those orc fellas only got 34 and they lost 228. The Westron defenders are stronger than you think. And finally, from Europa Barbarum, we might even be able to use a few of their unit models. But it would be very, very rare. Because obviously we can't use anything that's obviously Greek or obviously Roman. But we could use some of their more Eastern-inspired cavalry. And a crash. Bloody annoying, these things, aren't they? Bear with me. Hello. Absolute. Those crashes are just the game's age, I'm afraid. They're easily gotten around, as you can see. All I did was quite literally reload it, auto-resolve, problem solved. I can't upgrade this to the highest tier, if you're wondering why I just exterminated everyone, because I can't upgrade the castle, so it's of no use to me if it grows to the highest size. But now what we need to do is try and get the culture over to us. So, go with the shrine first, actually. Many thanks to Anno 1404 for the use of some of these. I thought they fit perfectly, to be honest. They are slightly higher quality, I will give you that, than the current images, if you really just pause and actually look at them. They are slightly higher quality. They're also slightly blurry because they're ever so slightly changed from the aspect ratio they should have. So there's a bit of a blur to them, but nothing too severe. Alright, I think we're in end turn there, so we'll give that a go. Good lord, the Bree army's just spawned. That was why I was sieging out the town. Oh, it wouldn't have mattered. I'd never have taken all three of those in one go. Right, so the last stand script has just spawned. And there it is, just to the north of our general. So now it's a race. Can we defeat Bree before that army can do something? Because if we can't, it's Kaputski. Well, not Kaputski, but that army. Oh, what? You bloody Linden
send
bastards.
your emissary to me.
Yeah, I'll take another general. Oh, the Dwarven King is dead. Carn-dum got a troll breeder. Snow trolls. I've never had snow trolls. And now it's building our barracks. Litash got a slave quarters. Now get another big one, so you get another free upkeep unit. Shadoon got a boar breeder. I don't need free upkeep units here, but I will take something that gives me money. Queue up some mines. Go for mines when you can. Bree got a Temple of Melkor. That retraining needs to be adjusted. Isn't it 30% that it can't go higher then? Oh, we repaired those two. Brilliant. Right, so Nicky.
I have nothing to say to you.
Not a clue what he brings with him. 3 units of gatekeepers. Oh. And Linden are already coming. Already. You've only just bloody lost your capital. And you haven't even taken that back yet. Bugger off back home. Can't do anything in the villages of the Shire. They're just money makers. Oh, we've still got a building in there we can't even use. Oh, it's because it gives us a free upkeep. Ah, but then we can't even get free upkeep here at the moment. So it makes no difference. We're not even a single %. It's a shame we can't destroy that. We've got here just too late. We won't get any Barrow-wites. But that's getting a barracks, even though it's... Oh, it's Followers of Melkor is 40%. Oh, Jesus. Yes. Everything. I'll take everything you have just because. And build a slave quarters next so we get more training in one go. I'm thinking consolidation might be the best bet here. Pull back to Bree. Don't try and hold these little villages. We're never going to hold them against Nicky's army, are we? So leave behind like the dregs that we really don't care about.
Come on! No sleeping here!
And we'll try and just run back to Bree.
No sleeping! No sleeping here! Come on!
Can you train me anything else? No. Bugger. Bari Donyanach. Oh, you're training. Oh, but I can't. Your army I just moved out got bloody taken, didn't it? Where did that guy who just joined us go?
Orcs! Get ready for fighting! Come on!
Pull you out just in case. Is he up here in Garth-Heligoth? No. Bum bum bum. Well, might as well build you because we can. Not really a good reason to build anything, but there we are. He didn't spawn in Carn-dum, or Shadoon, or Litash. So where did he go? What was his name? Oh, we don't have a family tree, do we? Can't look it up. You can look up generals, though. Lunduff. Oh, it was you. Oh, so it is you. Oh, brilliant. Then, yeah, you head back to Bree, and you head north. Number 1, build us some towers, because we don't know what's going on up here. And 2, head up to there to get our bloody troops back. Right, so Garth-Heligoth, you need to very swiftly, please, change over to Melkor again, because you're going to be the key attack point of Linden, and we will abandon the Shire. But I'll tell you what we will do, because we can. Let's recoup a little bit of money from the place first. The only building that we can destroy is the blacksmith.
Get ready for fighting!
Come on, Nicky, hit me on that bridge, and let's be done with it. Oh, we paused next to the bridge.
They're attacking the
Oh, sod off, Linden. How had you got... Oh, that was a bloody lucky we pulled our troops out then. Because we... I mean, look at this. Oh, how are we going to defeat you? So, at least Bree doesn't have it, I suppose. You're indirectly helping me there, Linden. Although you're not really, actually. Let's be honest. Bree are defeated. We can stop worrying about them now. We need to throw everything at Linden. But how we're going to throw everything at Linden, I don't know. We're going to have to build a better and bigger army in Carn-dum. Although, which one is our faction leader? He's in Litash, isn't he? So he's safe. So we're not going to die of regicide anytime soon. Unless Erebor really kick it up a notch. But they're not doing too well, so... And,
Orcs!
Oh, I'll get an...
At your service.
Oh, well, that's
Any
bloody easy, wouldn't it?
proposition for my king? Your plans? Something else you'd like to suggest? I do
Am I
not
allied
think
to
you
you?
would accept in my position.
Neutral. I'll only do that if... Why can't I... Oh. Because they're enemies with the clans of Bernard White and I'm allied with them. Right. So no, then I'm not bothered.
It is no matter. Let's continue.
Oh, yay. 2 units of Snagger Stalkers. How blessed we are. Throw everything you can at it from Tuan Goethide. And are you building a Dark Temple? No, that's not a problem. That's alright.
Listen up! Pick your feet up! Objective complete!
Take that lot out and just leave those 3 then.
Pick your feet up!
It's a nice little army.
You louse.
Fornos, can you train anything yet? No.
No sleeping here!
Make your way back to
We
B.
have
Where should I send you?
orcs. We have completed an objective.
Go on, try and get back to
Objective
Carn-dum.
complete.
Sitting the wrong way, really. I think the roads are faster. Ah, yes, Athelin. Ranking up. Grain exchange. Litash is doing alright, really, isn't it? Big garrison there. Frerin, dwarven family member, don't know where he's going. 3 turns away from just a normal barracks, Jesus. Troll cage, troll breeder, troll training ground. Troll training ground! I thought I changed the name of that to something else. Oh yeah, we just got those 2 units of stalkers, didn't we? You're not really
No
useful to
sleeping
me.
here! Listen up! Oh!
Get that for you're the unit I would least be wanting. Ah, and still got proper roads. And can also get a leather tanner. Go on then. That's another 10 gold. 14%. Go for a bigger one. And get a slave quarters. We're making about 5,000, which isn't too shabby, but obviously the loss of Hobbiton has just hit us
No sleeping
badly.
here!
Now, if I can, I would also want Lunduff to try and
ready
join
for
the
fighting.
bridge.
We have completed. No sleeping
See
here!
how easy that's going to be. Oh, Bree has just got the lowest level of evilness. That's good. That's very good. We're about to get a good tier there. What's happening in Garth Heligoth? Where in Linden? Not bothering with us just yet. But that's the best sight range we're going to get. Apart from we could get one there.
Listen up! Objective complete. Objective complete.
3 units of King's Warriors. End the turn. Oh. Oh, the other thing to say is that I'm not sure when the next Gondor video will be, whether it will be tomorrow or the day after. It depends if I can record on Tuesday or Wednesday. But rest assured there will be one, but it just might then be... the days, the gaps will be a bit weird. I never like recording 2 videos in one day. I just can't stand it. So I'm not going to record it the same day I recorded this. Oh, enough shack. You look a bit like a rat turned into a human, don't you? But I don't think we need another one.
Pick your feet up. Objective complete.
So return Angsul, build a leather tanner. Might as well put that to use. Oh, have another one of them just because you can. It's always useful having garrisons in places. Are they cheaper than them? 86 pays 125. Yes, they are. But you're so far away, you might as well. Oh no, I don't know. We can get you to Garth Heligoth, can't
Pick
we?
your feet up. We have completed
A cheaper unit up there. Oh, that means I wasn't looking through all of the right boxes. Didn't manage to look at everywhere that built something. Although Nicky didn't attack us, did he? He's going the long way round, and he's ignoring us completely. Ah, so then we might be able to build up sort of an army. I don't know. Tuan Goethide got its building, but we aren't evil enough to use it. Scourge Raiders need 55%. We're not 55%.
Get ready for fighting.
Far
No
from it.
sleeping here. Oh, no sleeping here.
Oh, our army is pitiful as well. Oh, we've got
Get
4
ready for
trolls in that
fighting.
army. It's 12 of you, which is useless. 37
No
of you are
sleeping
useless.
here.
You might as well go to
Pick
Deep
your
Hallow.
feet up. Orcs.
And 4 of
Get ready for
you,
fighting.
to be honest. 65 of
Listen
you.
up. Come on. No sleeping here.
So that army's better.
No
And you guys, when
sleeping
you can
here.
get there, you're good. You're bringing 2
Objective
archers.
complete.
Always welcome. You can't get any archers, so that won't make any difference. But you guys might as well go to Deep Hollow as well.
Objective complete.
Can't get anything in Archet.
Listen up. Pick your feet up. We have completed an objective. Objective
Getting
complete.
sight range around the world, which is good.
Objective complete.
Getting our little grain exchange there. A butchery. Butchery. Shrubbery. Dwarves aren't bothering us at Litash. I wonder. Maybe. If maybe.
Come on!
Oh! Gula the Respected. Oh, well, we've got a armor piercing, and you've got 18 armor stat, and we outnumber you. Go on then, we'll give it a try. No, we don't have a general, and they are a general.
Stay alert.
But we've been ambushed. But then that means they are attacking us. Pull up to there, and then we can charge down a bit as they start to get near. We'll get a hill advantage as well. Now we have a lot more than them, which means Stunlock might come into it a bit. And we are armor piercing. And we do get a high attack just anyway. I mean, our attack is... No, we have a terrible attack. We're not going to win this. But we might get lucky. Just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. There's the Royal Guard of Erebor. No longer in the blue. They have been given the red capes. And they have the shield that you may have seen on one of the 13 dwarves from the Hobbit movie. All courtesy of Hummingbird. They've got cool swords as well. And they just look sweet. And they're moving in. They look a lot better than they used to, don't they? I mean, that's what they used to look like. I mean, compare the two. They need a new unit card, really, don't they? Because that doesn't match up at all. Right, we'll wait until they're at this sort of bottom bit here. So that we get the hill properly to our advantage. Oh, you've got to attack me, you bastards. You're the one that's attacking us. There we go. Right, go now. And you should hit them just on the hill. And you're getting slaughtered. Yeah, this is over before it's even begun. Try and mix you in amongst their number. Well, we've killed some. Where is their general? What does the general wear? Oh, a purple cape. Can you imagine if, like, we killed like none, but he died?
Only half our force remains.
Go on, lads. Someone get that hit on him. He's blocking everything. You, swing! Don't just watch your friend die, swing! Oh, we killed 11 of them with one of our worst units. This is a pretty good achievement, to be honest. Someone kill him, please. Please, it would be so good. If he dies, then it doesn't matter that these guys will kill you all. This army will just disband. Basically, what I was doing, of course, was testing whether or not we might be able to go and sneak Gundabad for ourselves. Because I would not turn that down. That'd be a very pretty safe prize. And we've got quite the army in Litash. I mean, we might be able to move out. Misty Mountains don't need it. They're down to 36, but the numbers advantage is gone. No one's really hitting him anymore now. It's over. Let's go to times 6. Oh, he's rammed us. There we are. We're dead. We killed 15. We'll send 2 more. 2 more. We'll send 2 more, and they'll do it. They'll kill the bastard. You just watch me. Watch me, I say.
Pull back! We must pull back!
I saw that YouTube is going to remove ads from channels that have less than
Kill them all!
channels that have less than 10,000 overall views. But of course, all of the very terribly not useful news outlets that have reported on this, rather than using those words so that you can look at just the headline and see, oh, so I've got way more than 10,000 views on my channel, full stop. I've got no problem. I, of course, then had to read their articles so that all of their ads could be thrust into my face. Just so that I could see that it's 10,000 views overall and not that they're removing ads on any video that has less than 10,000 views. So if you're unaware of the distinction, your channel has a view count, as in how many times have people been to your channel and how many times has people has watched a video, and they are separate view counts. My channel has been viewed something like, I can't remember, I think the last time I checked it was like 500,000 times. It might be even more than that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, because I have 2 videos now that are both over 100,000 views on their own. And that obviously generates some sort of traffic through the channel. But so if your channel has 10,000 views, you will remain advertised and there will be no problems. And of course those advertisers will come back. We live in a totally capitalist society, and YouTube is as big, if not bigger, than television for a certain age range. And if they want their adverts to reach everyone, of course they have to use YouTube. So eventually they're going to get off their little moral horses just because of course there was an ad on a racist video. That's just how the world works. It's easier for Google to just let videos assign ads. And maybe 1 or 2 slip through the net. Human beings just annoy me so much. We all want to think we're so morally righteous. But none of us are. There aren't any morally righteous people. There never were and there never will be. So get over it, get used to it, and just move on with your lives. Money will always win eventually, and because money always wins, those racist videos, yes, they might find a better way to stop racist videos getting uploads. Because, of course, you don't really want your ad on a racist video. But then at the end of the day, if there are 1 million racists in your country and they're all watching this one guy, that's 1 million people looking at your adverts. And again, your adverts are going to be seen. It's a joke. It's a joke, because people only care about money. The thought that some people have that humans care about other humans, if you think that's true, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but they really don't. No one cares about anyone. And it's that same thing that will come around and mean that the ads will come back. Because they will lose too much money by not having ads on YouTube, so they want to come back. In a broad nutshell, not knowing too much about it argument. That's a general overview of how life works. So, but the reason I was querying it, of course, is because this whole ad thing with the Wall Street Journal or whatever has hit everyone across the board. And even I make a meager little bit of money off of YouTube, even with my, I don't know, can I consider myself an average channel now? I don't know, 20,000? Speaking of 20,000, and coming off of that subject, because I feel I'm done with that, I will do a question and answer for 20,000, and I imagine we will hit 20,000 probably this week. So on every video next week, I will ask you 4 questions, and then at the end of that week, so the weekend after Easter, at the end of that week, I will then do another question and answer video. The last time I did one was on 5,000 subscribers, and now we'll do one on 20,000. And it will include my face. In fact, the video will just be me, but I will this time edit it so the questions are actually on the screen. This is how numbers are supposed to work, of course. You surround the enemy completely, and that means that you win. So I'll do a question and answer. That's the best way, I think, to commemorate our 20,000. So not now. Don't post them now. If you post a question now, I will give you a sarcastic and down-putting answer, because it means you've not listened. So next week, at the beginning of every video, I will ask you to please post questions, and I will then save many of them, and some will make it in. The video will probably be about half hour long. Speaking of additional videos as well, Easter gives us 2 bank holidays in the United Kingdom, so Good Friday and Easter Monday are both days where I am paid to not be at work. And I will try and do the Feanor video. In fact, I say try because I never want to pin myself down. But I will I'm already planning my events on the hope that I can do a Feanor video. So the next lore video will come out at Easter, essentially. Right, the dwarves are now lost in amongst the mire, so I will just speed it up as we come. And everybody's dancing. I play some music in the background to that. And it looks like all the orcs having a little jig. I know I used that analogy earlier, but again, it doesn't. It looks like that, doesn't it? It looks like they're all having a very fast-paced rave. There you go. Perfect viewing potential. Rave material. As soon as the last guy dies as well, some of them will go down on their knees and start cheering and all sorts. The general, I think, is there, just behind the cursor. That little bit of red moving. And there's a guy in there as well. There's the general. Someone will get him eventually. The hit points of dwarves are outrageous. Why has this guy not died either? He's just a normal unit. The rest of them have died. Yes, he went down. Now it's just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Hurts your eyes a bit, really, doesn't it? Oh, he's made it to the top of the hill. If he's going to try and run, now's the chance. He can't run. Their morale is locked. Ah, oh, you barely got to see them celebrating. Sorry. Gula killed 128 with his 38 men. Outrageous stats for the dwarves. They killed loads for the amount they had. Bloody dwarves. But with the introduction of the Blue Wizards for Canned and the introduction of the Unite the Clans script, which will definitely be for Harad, and currently I'm in attempts at the moment to convince everyone to use this feature for Rune as well.
Get ready for fighting. Orcs, listen up.
Oh, you have a cool image.
Objective complete.
Oh, balls.
We have
I
completed
missed.
and listen up. Get ready for fighting.
I'm attempting to, as I say, I'm attempting to convince the team. I don't think it will take much convincing because it's a cool idea. But I'm hoping to unite the clans for both Harad and Rune. And my current suggestion is that for Rune, you will start as a horde nation. So you will own, if a human plays as Rune, my current suggestion is that you start with 2 armies here and basically you go wherever you like. If you start as Harad, though, you will start in Finabel, and then you'll move out from there, which is currently a Variag city because Variags and Harad are fighting against each other, which, just before I end, was probably another reason why I was in favour of keeping Canned. One of the reasons why I was in favour, sorry, is that they do frequently attack Harad, and I like it when unseen and unanticipated things like that happen. So that was one of the reasons why I was pro-Canned staying, to be honest. But anyway, that will conclude it there. So we are going to have to deal with Bree's last stand in one of the next 2 episodes. And, of course, the path to victory through Linden can begin soon, as the bulk of their army has just taken Hobbiton, despite the fact they've taken their capital city back. Right, now it's going to get really tricky. Let's hope Enedwaith and Dunland assist. Well, certainly Dunland, because they're at war with them, but Enedwaith aren't. But anyway, that will conclude this episode. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. And until we speak again, dear friends, Navarn den Perimad Melonin, and farewell.